Hey, welcome back to school. So today we're going to be talking about Google Gemini, which isn't a new tool, but it's going to be new to a lot of teachers because it was recently moved into the education wing of programs. So it's going to be infused into all of the tools we use as educators from Google Classroom, Google Docs, Google Slides, and things like that. So let's take a look at what it does and how it could help you.
So if you go to gemini.google.com, you'll see this is the AI editor. It looks a lot like other AI tools you probably use. You could enter a prompt here. There's a couple different tools you could use. You could use a microphone, of course. You could upload files and you could add things from Drive, which is handy. And then they give you a couple different suggestions. We'll try something that a teacher might use. So like I'll put in a STEAM lesson that uses the NGSS and ISTE standards. And it is going to create a lesson plan for 10th grade students from Long Island studying the Galapagos. This works a lot like other tools you've used. I'll just note there's a couple options you have. It'll pop up, but you could choose whether you're looking for fast help or reasoning, math, and code. They work a little bit different. And you have an expanded menu here. So this has your history, settings, and help, and gems. So gems is something we'll talk about in a minute because it makes using some of these tools a little bit easier. Okay, so it created a pretty good looking lesson plan for me, and it shows its thinking. So this I like a lot. So it's also using a tool called Canvas. So Canvas is where it's not just creating the lesson, but it's actually creating sort of like a presentation version of the lesson. So you could see the different standards that it is using, the next generation science standards, the ISTE standards. It's giving me the activities, a fun hook, virtual field trip to the Galapagos. That's fantastic. Um, and it breaks it down. I didn't set the length of time, so that's something you certainly want to do if you're doing this kind of thing. But this is what we're pretty used to at this point. And I can go ahead and hit create here and make it a web page, an infographic, a quiz, or even an audio overview, which is kind of nice. So I could take the same thing and make it into a quiz, and it will build that for me in Canvas. So, a handy AI tool that we are able to use to kind of do a lot of our teacher prep work. It also is really good for doing some of your administrative tasks. So you can see it's creating the task for me right now for the quiz. It's creating the different questions. It also is showing hints, which is nice. So you're able to actually if choose the right answer, and if you have the wrong answer, it will tell you which one is the correct answer, which is nice. Let's take a look at gems. So gems is another really important piece. So these are basically, if you're doing something over and over again, you want to create a gem to kind of ease your workflow. So you can create a gem. You could also share gems. There's some, we could hit explore gems here as well. So there are some that are pre-made by Google. These are shareable, so they're really handy. So there's a writing editor that I find really handy, and a brainstormer. So the writing editor will actually take your writing, fix grammar, change style, rewrite it to make it clearer and improve sentence and word flow. What's nice is that like I could use this word flow to actually help me create better prompts as well. So we're going to use that prompt that we did earlier for creating a lesson, and I'm going to use that as an example to use this to actually, focus, make sure that your prompt is good, the target audience, the purpose, what you're actually aiming for here. Let's take a look at how it looks inside of other Google tools. So you'll find it in the left-hand menu of all of the different Google tools that we use at Google Classroom. And I'll go over these specific in different videos, but you're able to create rubrics, re-level text, generate quizzes, and actually just brainstorm with students right from any of the programs that you're using, which is great.
So that's just a quick introduction to this tool. I'm sure it's one that we'll be using quite a bit, and there's lots to explore, things like gems and different ways to use it. So we'll definitely be talking more about it, and I hope you enjoy using it and it helps you. Have a terrific year.